Let me adjust that Batman pajama right there. There we go. All right, guys. Let me just put this in the chat. Alrighty, there we go. Went ahead. If anyone wants to come on, come on. Brandon the bookie should be getting on here any minute. Hopefully Batman will be able to make it on, and we'll do a little bit more Dolphins talk. I am your host, El Capitan. Welcome to the Fins tailgate party that never stops. And you know what, guys? It's Jets week. It's time to do what we do best, and it's make sure that we're not the worst team in this division and beat the crap out of the one that is, and that's the Jets, guys. Let's keep these guys down below where they're supposed to be. Let's make it happen. Oh look, there he is. What's up, Wade?
What's going on? We started already?
Yeah, I went ahead and just went live, man.
All right.
I'm gonna mess around. No time for nonsense. I mean, what are we gonna do? Talk about all the crap we should be talking about on camera? What does it matter, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All righty. I'm gonna spin that. What do you think? Boom. That's a little better. Pretty cool getting on the show with. Thanks a lot to our guys over at Miami Sports Fanatic. Been real mega cool with us. The whole Dolphin community has been. You know, when it's talking about what we love, man, we have a good time doing it. So
Sure.
it's fun, man. Real quick, guys, please like, subscribe, comment, share. I went ahead and put the StreamYard in the link. If you guys want to come ahead on. I'll bring people on one at a time. Send some comments. We'll answer any questions. Anything you want to know. You know, I got Brandan the bookie on here. He knows some good stuff about that. That's why he got the bookie in his name. So
had a rough weekend, but we all do.
Bro, I got obliterated yesterday on my Monday night. But
that's what makes it gambling, right?
That's exactly. They don't call it winning. It's kind of like when you go fishing. They call it fishing, not catching. They call it gambling, not winning money. You know, so it's all right, man. I have a fun time doing it. So I talked to you earlier today, Brandon, about, you know, checking out some stuff. I went ahead and watched some of the videos, things like that. Studsville, everybody was all over him as far as what are you going to do about the running backs? And anyone who was watching Miami Sports Fanatic, they saw that, you know, you say pretty much what you were going to say on here, and that, you know, what's it matter? I mean, I get it. You need running backs. Let's get real.
Yeah.
And they'll have more than, you know, Duke Johnson, who's sitting there right now, obviously. But you even said they'll just plug and play, man.
I mean, that's what they've told us. So we'll see how much we'll test out that theory that they've had. And I mean, like I said, it's not like we're losing a Dalvin Cook or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not losing a real difference maker. And I don't want to knock any of the guys that are on the team, but I'm not going to say they're just another guy. They all have their own specialties, but none of them are truly elite or special. So as far as a hard hit, this isn't like losing, once again, like losing Tua for this week or losing a Waddle or, you know what I'm saying, like a true difference maker, a Gesicki or something like that. I mean, like I said, there's 53 guys on a team, and there's a reason why they're all paid different.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a reason some guys get this amount.
There's a reason why some guys have second contracts, some don't. You know, that's the God honest truth to it all. But
a great parallel is Tennessee with Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
that is one of the deadliest offenses around. Without it, they just got Tannehill. We know what that looked like.
It's Dolphins Tannehill, but I mean, he has a better supporting cast still. But
bro, they did everything they could for that kid. So when people say better supporting cast, I mean, who'd they get? Julio Jones.
He's got a really good O line. He does have.
That's
you
true.
know,
but he had the unicorns back in the day. He put that,
and he made the playoffs.
That's true. Well,
he made the playoffs.
Barely. He got hurt. He didn't do nothing.
Well, he got us there. The game before the end of the season, he went down. I mean, for the most part, he did it, you know. And I mean, listen, beyond the O lineman, we did that with Gase.
Yeah. Yeah. And look what Gase did without giving him anything he wanted when he went to New York, and they became a little bit more
Yeah.
He really had. You know what though? Real quick, did you
Yeah.
see all the nonsense from Chris Sims? Have you heard of his bro?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
guy, is he just looking to get jumped by a bunch of Dolphins fans? Is that what he's looking for?
I
Because
don't know
he
if he
is
truly believes the shit that spews out of his mouth or if he does it because it I don't want to say, it's kind of clickbait,
no
hot
doubt, no
take.
doubt, no
I mean
doubt.
that's what made Stephen A money. I mean, look at all the big guys making money. I mean, that's what you got to do. You know what
I
I'm
get it
saying?
too. I agree with you that it's a real, but then again,
Wasn't
I
it
think
all
it.
over the Taysom Hill stuff?
That's exactly right, bro. It was. He said
Now,
Taysom
if he
Hill's
was
better.
arguing against any other legitimate quarterback in the NFL, you know what I'm saying?
But
You could
Taysom
almost be
Hill, a
like,
gimmick quarterback,
yeah,
a literal one of the best quarterback whisperers to really almost coin the phrase quarterback whisperer, and Sean Payton can't squeeze no lemon out of the quarterback juice of Taysom Hill,
yeah.
then I mean, come on, man. It's
I mean, Taysom
ridiculous.
Taysom Hill definitely has a role in this league.
That's right.
It's
But
just
better
not.
than Tua?
It's just, well, I know, and
Come on, man.
it's not a full time
Dude,
starter in this league at quarterback.
Chris Sims is so disrespectful to his own kind as a quarterback, as a son of a great quarterback at that, to sit here with this blasphemy and talk cash shit about Tua. It
Yeah,
irritates me. And you know what?
it didn't bother me that much because I see it for what it is.
I know what you
It's a
mean.
show.
I get it. But
It's all part of an
did you
act.
see when he came back? You didn't see the second part. I think it was today or yesterday. I can't
Is it the
remember.
one where he called everybody idiots like 10
Yes,
times?
man, and he was
Yeah.
literally people are attacking him on Twitter, and then he's standing up for himself, sounding like an idiot. Now, mind you, this is a guy whose career yards are just over 5-year career, excuse me, 5-season career, because I wouldn't call it 5 years. He didn't play 5 years of anything in the NFL. He's got 3,100 plus yards, 3,100 plus. So he has no room to
Yeah.
cast stones at a Tua because he dinks and dunks. Maybe if he dinked and dunked a little bit, he'd be still playing football
I
because he
believe Tua's
hasn't
already got
aged
his
out.
numbers beat, right? In a year
I
and a
would
half.
imagine so. I would imagine
I
that
think he's
in the
over 3,100 yards.
definitely
you
in
know?
5 seasons he'll be
Yeah.
surpassed that and then some.
Yeah.
I was listening to Tobin and them in the morning, and he had a bid on it, and man, he was right on the money. They played a clip where where Gruden was talking to him, and he was trying to explain something. Now Gruden was Gruden, so it was all wrong terminology or his own terminology, and it was hard to understand.
Yeah.
But he just sounded like a fish out of water. And you would think someone that had a quarterback in Phil Sims as your father, you would be most prepared. The kid never wanted for nothing growing up. Let's get real. To then throw stones at Tua, who's literally worked so hard, he throws with his non-predominant hand. I mean, come on, bro. Like, he just sounds so
Yeah, it
stupid.
doesn't bother me. At the end of the day, the national media, local media, fans, none of that should make any difference on what Tua's career is going to be. It's on him uh, to write his own narrative, to write his own legacy, and it's out of our hands. And I think Tua knows that too.
He
You
does.
know,
He's definitely got
he
the right
does.
attitude. He's got the right attitude, bro.
He's got the one thing. Like I said, I've been critical over Tua well before he even made it to the draft when he was still at Bama. But there are, like I said, I'm objective enough to understand that anybody that makes it to the NFL at any position is good
Is
at something.
great. Is
They're the
great.
top 1% of whatever.
Um,
So people that say they suck ass or they blah 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 whatever, they're still better than everybody else. But what separates a lot of it is once you get to the pros, a lot of guys are big, fast, strong, especially with the quarterback. It's the mind.
it's the mind, buddy. It's
If
education.
and like I said earlier, as far as Tua, the two things, I mean, look, he's never going to have a Dan Marino arm. Never. He doesn't
No.
have that elite,
Very
just whoop,
few have an arm that
60
is such a
yards.
cannon.
Of
Very few.
course.
And even
And
some with it can't
and
even use it proper.
and like I said, it's not even like we're say, oh, give him 3 more years and they'll have a cannon. No, no, no. You're at this point, you either got a cannon or you don't. And I don't think that's gonna hinder him enough in this league. That's gonna keep him held down. Like I said, his two traits are his accuracy and his really fast release and anticipation. Once he gets on the same, wavelengths with his receivers and everything, that's where he's going to make his dough in this league. But like I said, I think if that's our quarterback and if that's what they decide to roll with for not just, obviously this year, but in the future, long term,
I feel
everybody is
good.
bitching about, yeah, that's fine. But
I feel
everybody,
good.
yeah, my thing is we don't need an O line to sit back there for, give him 5 seconds to hold on to the ball. Tua doesn't want to do that because once he starts doing that,
His
I
brain
think
works
it
so
throws
fast.
him,
I think it's I think
it
his
slows
rhythm
him
and timing.
down.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
it
you're
throws him
right.
off. So at this point, going into the end of the season, regardless if we win out and we make the playoffs or we don't, whatever ends up happening, we'll see how it all plays out. But for the future of this now, everybody's talking about, oh, go buy, O lineman. I think we do need some veteran leadership for sure on that
Depth
line,
at least
but
for depth.
we don't need 5 all pro pass protectors. I think this offense, if we figure out something with running back, whatever it is, if they want to keep the guys and they really, you know, believe it and they don't want to spend big money or spend a high draft pick, fine. But we need an O line that can move bodies. You know what I'm saying? Once we can do this to the point where every single snap, if you can even show, because what's an RPO? It's a run pass option. You have to have the threat of a run for
Yeah,
it to
that's true.
truly be good.
That's true.
So if you can start popping off some quick runs where you get a 10-yarder or 12-yarder, I'm not even talking about having somebody that breaks off for 80 yards.
You're just talking
You
about
know,
that big chunk threat that
yeah,
brings the safety up so then you can
it
catch him
cha-
over the top.
they have to creep in. They have
So,
to keep an eye on that backfield. And then if you fake it and we do the quick passes like we've been doing, you almost can't defend it because you either want to bring guys into the box to stop that run, which is fine. Then you throw the quick slants and maybe a Waddle shakes one or a Parker sheds a guy, and that's where you take off. That's where this offense is going to be unlocked. And as far as I think you're starting to see it the last, month basically of the season, the completion percentage is through the roof because they've
yeah.
understood that you can take your shots down the field. Everybody, hey, chicks love the long ball. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they do,
Everybody,
boy. Chicks dig
everybody wants it.
scars
Yeah.
and big time passing plays.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what everybody wants to see. That's how you get on Sports Center. But
Mhm.
to truly put up some points, wear teams down, control a game, because Flores wants to control that clock. He wants to be able to bleed clock at the end of the game. And he wants to play great defense.
Yeah, he does. He does
That's
because he knows that how great defense will steal the game from you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If you got turnovers, sacks, big plays on defense, all the creativity on the defensive side
yeah,
creates a firestorm to go against. I don't care who you are.
yeah,
I do have a question though,
yep.
for you. It's do you think that they've gone away from not just gone away because like our friends just said on Miami Sports Fanatics, we haven't given a damn about a running back since Ronnie Brown, pretty
Oh no, the
much. As far
fans
as
have.
I know what I'm talking
Franchise
about, the
hasn't.
franchise
Yes,
hasn't,
yes.
but because we run this RPO and because
Yeah,
Tua is he's literally the king of RPO. If you're a young kid in high school or college, they're showing you Tua on tape how to do it right. Um, is it I mean, are we not giving him enough credit for making up for not just the deficiencies in the run game because he controls it all, but in the O line as well? I mean, as a young kid who's technically in his rookie, it's the second year, but a lot of us are saying it's his rookie real year,
yeah.
red shirt freshman year, and then his real rookie year. I mean, this kid has got the weight of the offense on his shoulders, and we lost all these games without him and started winning them when he came back. I
Yeah.
mean, we got
Well,
to put some respect on him.
as far as like you said, giving up on the run game, stuff like that, I don't see it that way. Now, the traditional run game where quarterback takes the snap, hands the ball off, the little guy goes take off running. That's what everybody sees, and that's what shows up as rushing yards in the box score.
Mm.
Our run game is totally different. It's a tight end, chipping a block, running out left, running out right, catches a 1 yard pass at the line of scrimmage or just beyond it. That's a run play.
Yeah.
Running a screen, running any, those are extended handoffs. That is our run game. It just doesn't show up as that. It shows up as a completion. It shows up as pass yards. It shows up as receiving yards. That is our run game this year, and it's been effective.
Yeah.
It's been effective lately.
It's well, I attribute that again to Tua because as we know, they have tailored this offense around him and his strengths. And finally, with him feeling it out, getting healthy, I'm hoping the ribs are a lot better. They seem to be.
Yeah.
He's just a master technician at his craft, being this type of quarterback, using it this way, where now we're even seeing Matt Collins with his longest catch ever made, from Tua. It's gonna open up, and I can't wait till the lights start getting bright on the kid because I really think that's where he'll shine the most.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think the coaches finally, the reason why we went on a 1-7 start, there's a lot of different reasons. We had some bad bounces, we had some bad calls. Everything was going against us. You know what I'm saying? We lost to some bad teams.
We did, man. The Jags, the Falcons. I mean, well, the Falcons have gotten a little better.
Yes.
They're still actually in their division in some way.
Yeah.
They're still technically in the hunt. I mean, listen, Matty Ice is a veteran QB. He should have got us sleeping the way we were. But the like I said, Jags, bro, the Jaguars, that hurts the most, man. It hurts the most.
And regardless of how the season plays out, we're going to look back. Urban Meyer, as big of a dumpster fire he is up there in Jacksonville, and it's truly, I mean, he'll probably finish out the season unless he just, somehow after this game he loses to the Texans.
Think he's just going through the motions? Think he's going through the motions?
I think that that's the hardest thing for Nick Saban when he went to the NFL. It's a hard thing for Urban is when you're the head coach in college, you're the head coach, you're the CEO, you're the GM.
End all be all. You're the end all be all.
You ain't got to, everybody answers to you.
That's
the players have to shut up and listen to what you say because, and now they have the transfer portal, guys can get out easier. But, a few years ago, once you went to a school, you were stuck there unless you wanted to sit out a full year if you wanted to go somewhere else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like that anymore. But
and then you were looked at. Nobody wanted that kid that left too. You're a quitter.
You're a quitter. Yeah.
It's changed, and rightfully so, because the world changed.
Absolutely. But I think with Urban realizing that, look, these guys make just as much or more. Mm-hmm. These are grown-ass men with wives. A lot of them have kids. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying?
Is he realizing it, though?
No,
because
I
see
his problem.
Yeah.
That's his problem. He may start coming to the realization of it, but, nobody has to fear him.
That's true.
I mean, in Alabama, Nick Saban, not only do the players fear him,
I don't think they fear him, though.
They respect him.
They respect him. They love him. And
they do.
As a Dolphins fan,
thing. Everybody hates Saban, but all of his players,
every one of his and if you listen to him like outside of the football, when it's like downtime, you can see his entire life is about these kids. It's about making these young kids into adults.
Yeah.
And man, oh man, is nobody doing it better than him over there, cranking out
I think
not
whenever
just
that Henry
superstar
Ruggs thing went
talents.
down, you could kind
Oh,
of see
bro.
it in Saban. It killed him.
It must have killed him, bro. It must
Yeah.
have killed him because from what all accounts, Henry Ruggs is a great kid that just made a bad decision and
Yep.
that it cost someone else everything. And that's heartbreaking to say the least.
Yep. I know. Well, like I said, I mean, as far as Urban goes, I don't think he's going to last. I
Yeah.
think that at a certain point, he's that money is already in a bag. Now, if he goes, he gets fired, whatever happens, if takes another coaching job, it's going to affect that
It's gonna be
money.
Florida Gators.
Well, no, it ain't going to
Why
happen.
not? The
He
Gators
ain't
are
coming back. We don't want him back. Nope, we got our coach. We're good. Appreciate it. We're good. We're good. We're good.
You don't want that?
We did that. No, no, you don't get back with your ex after she fucking breaks up and cheats on you. All right,
I'm
so
sure
that's what
there's
he
plenty
did.
of people that have, bro. Maybe it
Uh,
works out. Maybe the rough times, maybe it'll be your coach till the end until he kicks the bucket and it'll be like
yeah,
a fairy tale of some sort.
I don't know. I think that look, he's going to get fed up with it. I think he's going to blow, the team off, the owner off to where he gets fired,
Think you're gonna get divorced
and
from his
he
wife and gonna
takes
run off with some stripper and
hell
everything?
no, dude. That motherfucker nailed it. All right, I'm sorry, I'm cussing, but she is a ride or die.
Oh man, poor lady.
She fell on the sword for him at Ohio State, saying that Urban didn't know anything about what was going on there.
She
She
did too,
lied.
man.
Of course, she knew, and he did too. But she fell on the sword for him. I mean, he's smacking 24-year-old ass up in all alone in his bar up in Columbus, Ohio, and she's cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
he ain't,
Dolphins
she
Johnny,
ain't
hit the
leaving.
link. You can come on and talk with us if you want, bud. There's a link in the comments, that StreamYard link. You can hit it and come on and chat with us if you'd like.
But yeah, as far as I mean, I'm not going to waste much more time on Urban. Not only
No,
is
no, no,
he
no.
not, you know
It's
what
a
I'm
fun
saying?
topic to kick him while he's
It
down,
is. It is.
but
It
the
is.
bastards beat us. That's what pisses me off.
Yeah, and good for him. Look, at the end of it, when he gets fired, he's gonna have two
He gonna be
wins on his.
rich as shit
Oh, he
and
already
didn't do
is. But he
nothing
beat
but stifle.
Buffalo and he beat
That's true.
us.
He did
Are
beat.
you kidding
Yeah, he
me?
beat us. It's fucking pissed me off.
Is he gonna beat? What if he beats New England and sweeps the AFC?
Bro, if he beats New England, first of all, kiss him on the mouth because
Right?
that's crazy. All
You
I
know what's gonna
said.
happen then? The Jets will hire him because obviously he knows how to beat the division.
Oh no, no, they're gonna stay
Yep.
with Sala. I think Sala's a decent coach. I hope they fire him and get that dumbass up there.
Yeah, I
Um,
know.
all right, so for Sunday, man, and we talked a little bit about it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Outside of Zach Wilson,
Mhm.
where do you see? I mean, I've looked a little bit at the Jets, and their defense is starting to get it, and I figured they would because Robert Saleh is a great coach. Um, where do you think are our good points of attack against this team?
Well, us attacking their offense and taking Wilson out, or are you talking about us attacking their defense? Because
Well, hold
I
on.
I think
I'm gonna bring Dolphin Johnny on real quick too, but
all
hold
right.
on. But yeah, what up?
What
Hey, can
up?
you guys hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, then what up?
What up?
I didn't want to do a preemptive what up unless y'all could hear me.
Yeah, I gotcha. We
Yep.
were just talking about and Brandon was just about to give his point and you could go next, Johnny. But what do you think is the weakness the Dolphins need to attack? And Brandon will go first. Go ahead, Brandon.
Well, as far as look, when you're more talented and I believe better coached than the other team, obviously you attack weaknesses, but I think at our point we can just play our game. Just play our game. We don't have to change nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? Keep things going. Keep Tua with the in a rhythm. Keep the passes easy until you got to take your shot. And I'm not saying so much to protect him, and it's not a negative when I say that. I mean, that's what you want for any quarterback. Make it easy on him. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? And then as far as the defense goes, listen, heat that boy up. Bring the
Yeah,
blitz. If he
yeah.
beats, I'll live with it. If he's just somehow back there and taking shot after shot to the chest and we're laying him out and he's completing passes and we can't cover, then we don't deserve to win. But we're going to play our game. So I don't think we really have to attack any specific area. Just we're the better team. I do believe that. We got the better coaching staff, which has been, up for debate lately. But when we're talking about the Jets, I believe it. And like I said, just see how it goes, man. Play your game. And I've already predicted final score 27-10.
Wow. Good. I hope so, man. That'll be great.
It's not going to be a blowout because, I mean, look, they're still both NFL teams. And, I'm saying, look, Vegas only thinks it's going to be basically a touchdown game. So, this is not a huge 20-point spread.
Wouldn't be the first time Vegas was wrong. So
that's true.
Yeah, they
that's
also
true.
give you 3 points regardless because you're at home. So that's not even
true.
a touchdown.
Yeah.
So. Touche.
But
so what do you think? What do you think, Dolphin Johnny?
I agree with the last comment as far as with getting to the quarterback, but the quarterback isn't their best asset on that offense, and neither is pretty much anything. But with attacking the quarterback, if we don't get 3 sacks and at least 3 batted balls at the line, I don't think we're doing our job correctly. We may win it, but it's going to be a lot closer than we like. But
I think Phillips is going to get 2 sacks himself.
Ooh, yeah. You think Phillips will be over 10 sacks this week?
I think he'll hit those 2 sacks, and I think you're going to get a Wilkins strip sack or something in this game.
Ooh.
Yeah, yep. Well, he just lost the race to the LA sack king last night. He got 3 or 4 sacks. What was his
3?
Name? Yeah, it was a 3. Yeah.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
Aaron nobody Donald. Stops Aaron Donald. I mean, listen, I mean, I won't even. That guy's
a monster.
He's a monster, bro. He's
have one leg tied to his wrist in order to play fairly.
I've never seen a guy just outside of back when Zach Thomas and stuff, man. It's insane.
Yeah, Jason Taylor and you had what was that duo that we had after Jason Taylor? Well, I can't think of their name, but they were 2 people doing as much as Wake.
I'm gonna be bringing on another person, guys.
But, if you had Wake in there, Wake was deadly. It was, whew.
Yeah.
And Wake came out of like I said, he was in Minnesota. Then he came out of the AFL or
CFL, Canadian Football League. Yeah, but
I think
Aaron Donald has the largest gap between him and the second best player in the league than any other position in the league.
I agree, but you know what? I just found out last night that Matthew Stafford is one hell of a fucking quarterback.
Yeah, he is. The boy is good. He's been good, man.
He has been a good quarterback, but he just elevated his likeness to me.
He's just on a better team. He's been stuck in Detroit. Hey, Campbell, what's happening, bud?
Detroit.
Oh, I'm looking
how's it going on, guys?
No, they were insane, man.
Introduce yourself to Brandon the bookie and Johnny, if you will.
Dolphin Johnny. Say my first
Johnny.
name.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just here, a Dolphin fan living in Texas, amongst these Cowboy fans. So I think I met I found a channel on Batman and them channel, so I was just coming through to say hi while I'm on break at work.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome, man. We really appreciate it, man. How do you feel about the Jets? How do you feel about the Jets game this weekend, man? What you think?
What's the weakness there that we need to exploit?
Zach Wilson, of course.
Yeah.
That's so far that
lose the rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about this game really. Even though the COVID, I'm not. Like these boys, I've been saying this on other platforms, like we've been in playoff mode since Buffalo lost. They played good in that game, and we've been on a roll because they know they can't afford to lose. So I'm not worried about trap games. And like I'm one of them guys. I listen to everything. I listen to the interviews, and I go from the pulse from the guys, and I can tell they focus. So
who's carrying the rock?
That I'm concerned is the last one because the way the Patriots defense has improved. I'm just worried a little bit if the offense is going to keep, the continued progression. And I'm just an optimistic fan. I've been a fan since '85, y'all. So
me too, doggy. Right. Me too, since '85, brother.
Yeah, so I'm one of them guys that there's just been in the cut waiting for the right feeling. And I've been trying to tell these young guys, like, this is the best feeling we had in a long
It
time.
really
Like,
feels
you know what
like
I'm
a
saying?
real
Since
team
January.
now. It feels like a real team, don't it?
Yeah, it's real. Like I'm building it from scratch. I just want to say this and get y'all opinion. Every Super Bowl team besides the Eagles has won, besides Tampa, besides Brady, has won it with the guy they drafted or built the team around, and started from scratch or whatever you want to call it. I
Yeah.
understand Watson's an upgrade or whatever, but we've been terrible with free agents in our history. Dan Ellaby, Philip Wheeler, Wallace. Like,
Yep,
I'm not
scrap
saying
heap.
Watson will be a bust, but I'm like, we never done good with that. And finally, we're building it right. And I just would hate to see them go away from that. I wonder what y'all think about that.
Well, as far as the Super Bowl quarterbacks, I mean, think about it. Drew Brees, he was, you know, he wasn't a drafted guy. They had to bring him in.
Right,
Look at
right.
Peyton Manning with Denver. I don't think it makes a difference if you draft the guy or you acquire him through a trade. What matters with all Super Bowls, you pretty much look back. I mean, except for the Eagles, doing it with the backup basically and Foles, you gotta have the dude. You
I
I,
think I think
don't matter how
what
you get it.
Campbell's trying to say is that you might get a flash in the pan and win one. But if you want to build a winning organization, there's only one way to do it, and that's from the ground up. That goes with anything worth having. Am I right,
Yeah.
Campbell?
Yeah, you're right. That's my thing. Like, we're going to lose so much to bring him when we're already building on a projected progression to go upwards already. So why rock the boat on a gamble? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
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 I
Oh,
mean,
we're
everything
definitely not
everything's a
getting Deshaun
gamble.
Watson. Deshaun Watson is not coming to our team. That's
I
a
hope
fact.
not, man. I hope not, man. I think we're
No,
gonna
he's not.
see. I think we're gonna see a lot of this happening, but I don't know, man. I really don't.
I mean, we're going to see some movement with, I think, Russell Wilson. We'll see some with Aaron Rodgers potentially. All that. I just don't think any of them are coming to Miami at this point.
I don't
I
know.
hope
We're
not, man.
not just a quarterback away once again. We're just
No,
not.
of course we're
So,
we're 3 linemen and a quarterback and a running back away.
Yeah,
I
but
Which
mean,
you know
we
what? Tua makes up for all those deficiencies because this is his team. And how Campbell was saying, we built around him. So if we go with someone else, now we got to build around someone else. And then it's
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we're
literally
not.
the perpetuating Dolphins thing that we keep doing. Oh,
Yeah,
well, let's change this. Oh, let's change that. And then you try to take, a square
yeah,
peg into a round hole and we don't go nowhere. And it's irritating.
yeah.
And we can all see it and it breaks us. If we
yeah.
see
Let's
them
get
do it
Beasley. Let's
again,
get Beasley. Let's get fucking Dante Culpepper over Drew fucking Brees.
I'm
Yeah, let's.
saying, right? Like, let's
So that's
Hey,
that.
can I say one more thing?
let's
Yeah,
say
go
it.
Yeah,
ahead.
This is my thing. You see the chemistry with him and Waddle, and you
Ugh.
see the players standing up for him. I just think that that's gonna, like he was saying, like the way that you were, like I heard OJ McDuffie say this. Two is certain players are allowed at the practice. You know what I'm saying? And he said this on I forgot Tobin show, and he said that Two is leading the practices when the coaches are not out there and it's just the players. You
and
know what I'm
why
saying?
isn't
That's
he
leadership that that's
offense?
not being put out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they always put out that negative about it, but they're not showing the stuff that he's doing. That's why the players are going to bat for him.
Why do you think, Campbell, that the negativity comes to his way? Because he's such an easy person to love, not just like, but love.
He's a Christian
Why?
and he's a target, man. He's a
You
Christian
think
and
it's the Christian Dolphin Johnny? What about you, Campbell? You think that that's it?
100%.
I don't
100%.
want to, but I'm starting to. Like
I
people keep
wonder
saying
it
the
too.
Tebow thing, and the way it makes sense, but I just like
It doesn't make
that'll be
sense
just
for anything else. I can't find anything else to say. That's it.
you
It's
know.
weird. I've never seen such.
Who's carrying the rock this Sunday, man? Who's going to be our running back this
I
Sunday?
think Duke Johnson is going to be the surprise.
Ooh, 305 coming in that way.
Because
Yeah.
he
Well,
wants to really play for this team, and they're not giving him a shot. When he got in there, a couple of handoffs that game, he ran like his life depended on it. That's
You
what
think
Lindsey did. That's what
Jared
we
Dokes will
need
get
in
the
a back.
call up? You think Jared Dokes will get the call up?
Huh?
That's why
You think
only
Jared
5
Dokes? You think Jared Dokes will get a call up?
He's going to get activated because if Malcolm Brown doesn't do a good practice this week, I think they call him up.
I would like to see him personally. I think
I
that boy
mean,
can run hard. What about you,
I'm
Brandon?
I'm not
I would
counting out any one of the three guys that got put on the COVID list because I mean, if they have COVID, then you got to do the negative test. Obviously go through all that. But I think the fact that with the running back room, they basically put them all in it. I think one of them's going to get cleared. One of them obviously has COVID for real.
Yeah.
Maybe two of them, but I don't think all three have it. I don't know who it is. I saw today, I think it was it Studesville, I believe they were asking and they had said, how are the guys doing with the COVID?
It was Studsville, yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that
and
too.
he was saying basically that,
some are better than others. Yeah.
So I think that, look, they're not going to tip their hand.
No,
They're not going to tell
good
you
at
who's
that,
going to
boy.
play or not.
Dude,
Yeah.
when you watch the coaches get talked to, they answer nothing.
No.
Nothing. It's such the longest winded answer to tell you jack shit. It's freaking it's amazing.
That comes from Bill Belichick. So
it definitely does. And as Dolphin fans watching Bill Belichick do what he did to this division and still right now sitting atop of it. And I don't want to say I want to be the Patriots because that's not what we mean, but I definitely want to win like the Patriots. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I think that our hardest. I'm gonna leave you with this. Our hardest competition in the next 4 games is Tennessee.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of New England throwing the ball 3 times.
Peace. Love both y'all.
All right, buddy. I love you. Still there, Campbell?
There he is. I think he's here. Well, like I said, as far as this week goes, luckily it's the Jets. And watch, like I said, I hope that don't come back to bite us in the ass saying that. But, as far as it goes, this is who we want to have coming off of our bye. Maybe I'm just afraid more than anything, regardless of who it is. I hope Russ doesn't set in. And we've got a young team. Not a very veteran-led team.
You're talking about like the rookie wall and stuff like that.
Not so much a rookie wall, but the fact that, it's easy to break their focus, even temporarily, weekly, by having time off, by not being in, look.
Go on all those dates you were waiting to go on and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, coaches hate not having structure. Whoops. And I know, right? But coaches hate not having the structure, and that's what a bye week leads to.
Hey, Brandon, I'm going to bring on Batman on here.
Yeah, bring him on.
What's up, Batman?
How you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Living the dream, brother.
So, yeah, I was listening to you guys as far as the whole COVID with the players.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get, we had so much hope with Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
And him got hurt last week. Prior to the bye week, and we're just hoping we get some kind of production, like Ennis was saying.
We would like to have some consistency, right, man? Somebody we can go and Miles.
Well, it has
really
been consistent.
It has consistently inconsistent. That's right. Yeah. But Miles, at least to us as Dolphin fans, we look at Miles and we know we're getting in Miles Gaskin. We know Sylvan is still growing. And I think he's going to be that outside catching weapon like you wouldn't believe, man.
As far as my opinion on that, I liked Salvin Ahmed. I'll be honest with you. I think we should consider next season maybe we could slide him into be a slot receiver for us.
I was just thinking the same thing
because if we're gonna draft and look in the free agency, we're gonna double dip next season as far as running back. Like, this room is going to get crowded. And Myles Gaskin is still under contract, whether he's a solid number 2 option, solid number 3 down the line. But I definitely want to see what Phillip can bring to the table, because at the end of the season, he's going to command a contract. He's going to want a new deal. And by the way,
he's only got so many more snaps left in him too. I don't blame him. I would want that money as well.
And I think, like you said, I want to see
be fresh for the last couple games, and that's what I'm kind of excited for. Regardless if he plays this week or not, he just had the injury. He came in for 1 game. Honestly, I think performed better than pretty much any of us would have expected for a guy coming in like that. got a little injured. Now the whole COVID thing. I don't know. Like I said, we don't know if he actually has it or if he was in contact with somebody. Blah blah blah. But if we can get the last 3 weeks, if we can get Saints, Titans, and the Patriots prime, fresh, and see what he can do for us, that'll make a huge difference. And honestly, regardless if we pay him or not, he, like y'all said, he wants to get paid.
Yeah.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
And we know this team don't pay him. They don't
Right.
really. They're not really into paying
Yeah,
running
but
backs.
I mean, he ain't gonna demand $10 million a year.
Yeah,
Not
but
even
some
close.
other team might give him it. I don't know who. I don't know why. But as you guys could see, we all talked about getting Philip Lindsay, and we didn't, and then we ended up getting him anyhow. So Chris Greer's going to figure it out. I got faith in him with that. I kind of wonder if they'll just update, keep bringing up these young guys and just keep recycling them and bringing them in, because that's kind of what their MO is. Keep them young, keep them fresh, do multiple. I have a theory on the team. As multiple as we see this defense becoming is as multiple as they want this offense to become. They want a tight end to be a running back and a wide receiver and a tight end. And now obviously you can't ask everyone to be that way, but if you can do one thing great and two other things well, you create such mismatches everywhere. Now we're dictating every play on every person. And that's where we want to get. That's that New England did it.
Do you think that's some of the hesitation on why they haven't signed Gesicki? Is that he only does the one thing great?
I think so.
I mean, he's a
What about
great
you?
receiver, but he
You
just
can't
doesn't
pay
do much else.
You can't pay Gesicki 11 to 12 mil just to be a wide receiver. He's not that elite.
He's already commanding more than that. Way more than that.
Yeah, he will.
He's already.
Do you guys
commanding
think?
more than that.
Would
I
you
think
guys
the problem
be okay?
is he wants to be paid like a receiver.
Yeah, he does.
He wants that 18 million. He don't want the
think
10
so?
million.
Do you guys think that he will take, like, say, 15 million a year between him and Smythe, and we could do a 2-for-1 deal?
Listen, I mean, everybody can dream on stuff. Everybody, though, as much as you want to win, you want to, play, all that, let's not get it twisted. These guys want to get paid. Because after their
I'm gonna say
career's
this. I gotta
done,
get back
that's
to
what
work.
they have. Yeah, go
What's
ahead.
up, Campbell?
Because y'all heard y'all talking about the running back, like they can't bargain shop next year if the running game finishes 31st or 32nd. It was 31st or whatever. They're gonna have to, because that you can't
But we've
keep
been saying that for 2
putting a
years. And they
Band-Aid on
bargain
it
shop.
and being at the bottom every year.
Yeah.
That's not gonna cut it.
Especially with an offense that's an RPO where it predicates half of it on the run. I agree with you.
Facts.
But my point is, like I said earlier, is this
Campbell,
offense does
we'll let
run.
you go, brother. I know you got to get back to work, man. Thanks for
get back
coming
to
on,
work,
man.
man.
Really appreciate it, brother. Anytime
All
we're
right,
on,
y'all
come and holler at us.
Batman's still here?
I don't know. Batman, try to hit that other link, dog. I'm going to put another one on there.
But like I said, everybody stresses and looks at the running numbers. Yeah, we may finish 30, 31st, 32nd, all of that. But honestly, we're still moving the ball. It's because we're running the ball just with short passes and short passes to the tight ends, to the receivers, to the running backs. That's our run game. That's our run game. It is.
Yeah.
It's just you
in
may
New
show
England,
up dead last, but do you really think we're the dead last
I mean, look at it
offense
like
the end of the
this.
year?
Name me a running back that New England has drafted that it worked. Because the last one I can remember them drafting was Sony Michel, and he don't play for them no more. So
what's the boy that they got this year, drafted out of Kentucky? Or he played high school in Kentucky, went to Alabama. I'm drawing a blank. You had him on your fantasy team. See, he ain't working if we can't think about
Harris.
Yes, Damian Harris.
Yeah. And you know what? They were so hyping him, and I thought I picked Najee Harris when I made the pick in there, and it screwed up my whole Screwed up my whole draft,
Wrong
man.
hairs.
Yeah, screwed. Well, because they're right on
Yeah.
top of each other, and the pick right before me, they took Najee. Messed my whole deal up, man. It really did.
Yeah. I
So,
forgot to
Brandon,
ask you, did you make the playoffs on your fantasy?
I don't know
LOL?
if there is a playoffs. I'm in third right now. There's 2 people in front of me on my fantasy, both with 1 win ahead of me. So I don't even know if they're doing a playoff in it. So we'll see. It's because it's the last week. It's the 14th week. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know if Batman's still there. I don't know if he's coming on and stuff. We'll see. Brandon, what about some numbers, man? You got any numbers for us? Just a little sneak peek, as we hopefully,
Well, numbers that I've expected for the offense and the defense and stuff like that.
Well, because
I believe
we'll hopefully put our bets in on Friday, like we're trying to do.
Yeah. But the way I think the defense is probably going to hold the Jets' total offense. I see them right because they've done a very good job keeping teams at about 300.
Yeah, they have.
Probably going to be about where it's going to be again, 3.25, 350. And we can live with that. I mean, last year we were a bend don't break.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Michael Carter for the Jets, man? He's been doing pretty decent. I had hoped we were gonna pick him up. I think they picked him up in the 3rd round.
Yep.
That's not too bad for his numbers. He looks pretty good. I
mean, he could hurt us, but I think the fact that before he got injured in the game against us last time, I think it's a little bit of a wake-up call for our defensive coaching staff. I think they're going to plan a little better for that. Like I said, I don't think they're going to let a run game beat us. They're not going to let them control the clock. They're not going to let them beat our
Raekwon has
faces
changed the run game. For anyone who doesn't know, before Raekwon got back, we were getting slaughtered in the run game. And Raekwon, outside of in the locker room, who they all sing him. If you guys watched Emmanuel Ogbah, he spoke about Raekwon in a good way on his interview. But since Raekwon has come back, we've noticed a different D line. It seems like guys like Christian are getting home, and Zach Sealer seems to just wreck a play or two every game. And it all comes from Raekwon because he's eating up those double teams. The guy is just the unsung hero that makes this defense work. What an amazing piece that guy is, right?
Did you see PFF come out with their top 5 Dolphins players this week for the season?
I did not.
The highest graded. They had 2 at number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of see that. You know what I'm saying? That didn't really surprise me much. I believe they had who do they have at 4? Ogbah at 4, which can see that. That didn't really surprise anything there. But our top 2 really surprised me. Actually, it was, I believe Javon Holland was number 2, but number 3, I think, was Zach Sealer and Christian Wilkins.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are guys.
So Christian Wilkins is number 1?
Number 1 on the whole team.
Really?
For their grades. Which,
you know what?
I mean,
I will say Christian Wilkins has turned it up. And I don't know. You think they're going to pay him, or you think they're going to tag him? They're going to tag him?
No, I don't think they're going to tag him. I think tagging him may cost a little more money than for a 1 year thing.
You think he'll give us the homegrown discount?
No, but I think look, he hasn't been terrible.
No, he hasn't.
Since we've had not just this year. I'm talking about since we've had him.
No, I know.
He's good for the locker room. He's a well-liked guy. He doesn't cause issues, and every year since he's been on the team, it hasn't been a massive jump, but he is still getting better. And honestly, defensive linemen, it's every year. I mean, yeah, Jalen Phillips looks good, but imagine him in 3 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a couple years usually for linemen to physically mature, learn the technique, all the different things. So I think, look, I don't know what his number is going to be, but I think they're going to find out a way to get that wrapped up. But don't they hold his 5th year?
Yeah, they do. They do. That's what I'm saying. They're going to probably pick up his 5th year.
Oh, for sure.
And then I don't know. We'll see. If you always wait for that franchise year, then you pay extra.
Yep.
So I don't know. I wonder.
It's a good problem to have for this team, though, that we're talking about guys that are good enough that we want to get
we're
to a
looking.
second
We're
contract.
looking at all this money. We're set to have the second most cap space in the NFL next year, only
Was it
behind
like 75, I think, was the number I saw.
I think it's just under 75, and
Yeah.
I think right below us is like the Chargers or something like that.
And that's before, you know how it is in the offseason. They either restructure, move
Oh
money
man, you could
around,
turn
cut.
around and they got 100 million.
Yeah,
So,
they can
but
do that real quick.
it almost seems like we'll be set up for that Deshaun Watson talk, and I hate to continue to bring it about, but do you want Deshaun Watson and maybe get another O lineman? Because if you get Deshaun Watson, you need to get an elite left tackle. So then they go and get the number 1 tackle or number 2 tackle on the market, and then you let everyone else walk.
Well, look,
because that's what it's going to take to get a Deshaun Watson. And I wonder.
Not necessarily. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
but
his
come
money,
on, man. You're not
with
going
the
to
new
keep
numbers, the
Gesicki. You're
new
not going to keep
contracts, I
Christian.
know.
You're not going to keep anyone who's going to need to be paid because you'll never pay them and they'll never play.
Money can be moved around the NFL.
That's true,
not a
man.
that's not a big deal. I'm not worried about that. But I'm not going to spend too much time on the Deshaun thing. You know my feelings on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think not only is he a better quarterback today, I'm not talking about the person.
Just talking about
whatever. Just strictly
throwing football and snapping
just throwing the football. He's better today than Tua will be, and I believe he's probably got right now he's going to probably be better than what Tua will end up as. Could be wrong. That's the thing. We don't know. We do know about Deshaun. But
that's true.
The longer this has gone, look, that Texans franchise really dropped the ball.
They really did.
They should have traded him before all the allegations came out.
That's
they
right.
didn't.
Yep.
Now the allegations came out. The reason why he was not traded at this deadline, people say, "Oh, it's the
Texans got greedy. They want everything."
No, that's my point. They say, "Oh, well, it's the legal stuff hanging overhead." No. Listen, if the Texans said tomorrow or before the draft or before the trade deadline,
3 first rounders, that's it.
You could have him for if you can have him for a 7th rounder. You're telling me there's not. Listen, I know that's my point. It ain't the fact that the legal stuff. If they came out and said, "Oh, you could have him for a 7th rounder," there would be 31 teams that would trade that for him, even to put him on the bench as a backup.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter. The issue is they wanted too much, and now as the clock has ran on and on, now all the Texans' leverage is going to be gone. They've got to pay him next year.
Big money. He'll be the second highest paid guy in the NFL per capita next year.
They have no leverage left.
They have nothing, and
nothing.
Their only leverage will be over him. And so Dolphin Johnny said this to me last time. He's like, "There's just no way. No one's going to pay him the money he wants, whether the legal stuff's in or out. He's gonna get suspended some games." And who wants to pay a guy the most money in the NFL to not play football? And you got to pay freaking 5 first-round draft picks because that's what they want the equivalent of.
Thing.
It's not going to happen. And until something else.
It's not the money. It's all the other stuff they want.
It's everything.
It's everything.
It's a big number, man. It really is.
And it's not going to happen. But now it's going to get to the point the Texans, whether they know it now or they're going to fucking find out, they're not getting what they want for him.
No,
they haven't gotten it yet. And now they've lost all their leverage. And I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to trade for him, but he's going to go somewhere. If it's Denver, if it, whatever. I mean, he still holds
Carolina.
the no trade. He still holds the no trade. So that's another thing going against the Texans.
Yeah.
They can't just ship him off anywhere.
Nope. They got to go where he wants to go. It's going to get ugly. I just hope that
Thank God we're not the Texans.
Let's
take a moment and appreciate that.
Oh man, let's take a moment just to.
Yep. As bad as it is at times,
at least we're not them.
The Texans. Yep.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna let everyone know again. I'll be going to the Dolphins-Jets game. I'm gonna be grilling. I got shit to give away. We're gonna have trivia prizes. I got a Dolphins bag. I got a Dolphins cup, not dissimilar to something like this. I got another Dolphins bag, like a woman's bag for the females because we love our women. I got a ton of really great cards. I'll be giving 20 different cards away. Got like Emmett Smith. I got a Deion Sanders. And then I got, even stuff that, most people can't find. I got ourselves like a Ronnie Brown card over here, all in mint condition. Even got some of the newer guys on the team, like Miles Gaskin and Devontae Parker. It's going to be fun. We'll do some trivia. If you guys are hungry, I'm making a bunch of food. Come get yourself a cheeseburger, a hot dog, maybe some pulled pork sandwiches. We're going to have a ball, man. We're going to come have a beer.
Yep.
Maybe do a shot, some wild turkey with your boy. Gonna be dancing, gonna be, cheering on. We're gonna go live.
That's what it is, man. It's all about getting the community together and
That's
having
what
a
it
good
is,
time.
man. Having
It's
a
not
blast.
the giveaways. It's what everybody's going to take away from the experience.
Oh, look, here's our boy right there. What's up,
There we
Batman?
go.
You gonna be coming with the stomach, right, brother?
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, my girlfriend called.
No problem.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
we'll be there. So what area exactly are you going to be at on?
So I'm gonna be in where everyone's supposed to be, over in I think it's Orange 2 and over by Gate 2. I don't know. I got it on my phone. Big E sent me where he's gonna be at. That's where I'm gonna hopefully be around. When Dolph Freaky was on your show, where she was saying,
Yeah,
that's
East 12.
East 12. Thank you. That's it. So you even know. So that's where I'm going. East 12.
Well, we'll be very close to you. We're like on East 21, 22. So it's maybe 10 rows back.
I
But
don't even know. I'm waiting for my I bought where are my tickets at?
No, the parking where we tailgate. It's up 10 rows from behind you guys.
I don't even know. I just bought parking tickets, man. I don't know if there's assigned parking or what.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
figure
there
it out.
isn't. It's first come, first serve. So it's like usually I ask because if you were gonna jump with us, what we could do is just tell me how many spots and I hold them down. But if we're not too far from us, so we can be walking across back and forth.
We got a lot of walking and partying to do. So,
Yeah.
yeah, man. Maybe I'll bring some like a little thing to give away for you guys to give away on your show. Maybe I'll bring that to a card for you to give away. What do you think?
Nah, keep that.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I'm gonna let the kid get it.
Real
I'll bring
quick.
something. I'll bring something.
Real quick, I just wanted to ask at the end of the game, who's your Dolphins offensive player of the game and defensive player of the game? Who do you think is going to end up shining for that?
Well, I think it's gonna be hard. I thought I saw something that said Xavier Howard protocols. No, it's not. I got scared. I'm sorry. An update came up.
Don't.
No, it wasn't. It
We're
was.
trying
It
to
was,
end the show on a high note, man.
it was somebody else. It was somebody else. So it's difficult because I don't see Jalen Phillips being able to eat this game, obviously, because these guys have elite tackles, the Jets. I don't know. I might say we might see a surprise, depending if we're able to get a Brandon Jones in the game or Javon Holland to play. I think one of those two guys could be the defensive player of the game, because I think this kid is going to be throwing the football. And if they're not back, then I think Xavier is going to get the player of the game.
Safe bet with the Xavier right there, man.
This kid's going to be throwing the ball a lot, and he's going to get in trouble with Xavier back there. As far as offense, I'm praying for Philip to come back, Philip Lindsay. But if he doesn't, I expect a monster day from Devontae Parker. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I
I love
can
when
see that.
Devontae goes off, boy, because he makes it look so good too, man. That
I
toe
think-
tap, everything, he's so good.
I think on defense, this could be a Jerome Baker type of game. I think he's going to be flying around, or Ogba is going to come up with some big plays. I mean, the tip passes, if he can get a sack, strip sack, something like that, we could see that. On offense, I mean, I'm going to go pretty safe too, man, and I'm not going to go with Tua. I think Waddle. I think they're going to use Waddle a little bit. If this running back, just the whole running back room is devastated and we don't get the players back we're thinking, or we don't get the players signed and they're not ready, I think we're going to see a lot of little jet sweeps with him. Those little pitch passes as he comes across. I think you're going to see some of that, and he's going to beat some guys down the field. I think Waddle's going to have a big game. I did hear Elijah Moore. Is he out?
Yeah.
He's done, right?
Yeah, I think he's either on injured reserve, so he could be out. But they did activate. They haven't done it officially yet, but in fantasy, he's available for this week. Is Michael Carter? He's coming off of IR from them.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I expected to see him. He did pretty good. He looks pretty good.
63 yards, two quarters.
I'm hoping Flo has a better. Now they've seen that once.
I think Raekwon is the key, man. Raekwon's the key. Since he's been back, this running game on defense has been so much better. For me, for my defensive guy, I think Javon does come back. I'm not gonna go with him. I think Javon will be the guy. But if Javon doesn't come, I hope to see, somebody like you guys aren't. I'm thinking like a Eric Rowe comes around and he makes his presence felt. I would like to see somebody like that, or even, Byron do that. But my offense, I think this is the game Mike Gesicki starts really, the targets go his way. We're light in the running back room. The wide receivers are going to be out. And this is going to be the week where Mike Gesicki is going to start going, yeah, I want to get paid. I want to go to the Pro Bowl. And from here on out, I expect to see a different Mike Gesicki. I expect to see the kid that we seen snatching the ball one-handed. But now I want to see Mike Gesicki shed some tackles. I want to see him get that killer instinct that we know he's got, man. Nobody gets hyped like he does. So I'm hoping that it's going to be him.
It's feast or famine with him this year.
It really is.
What I'm saying?
But
he either comes out with 1-2 catches or no catches. He's had those games. Or he gets 8 for, 93 yards.
And the thing that pisses me off is that it's not Mike Gesicki. Because when you throw him the ball, he's catching it. So it's not Mike Gesicki. It's
no.
It's something else. It's something
It's scheme. But I also think that, in the last game where he dropped the touchdown catch, that was a great throw. But if you notice, they were keying in on him. They were passing him off between guys, and that's where his money is worth. Because now you're leaving Waddle one-on-one. That's how Waddle's getting open. That's how Matt Collins, if you watch, that safety creeped over to come up because he's wondering, is Mike on the field? Is this? And it was Durham over there, but Durham and him, they got kind of the same roles. So it's a very smart offense that is becoming slowly as multiple as I said that I'd hope it would, where the defense is multiple in this way, where this is going to be a deadly team. I hope we stick with it, guys. All right, Batman. Thanks for coming on, bro. I'm gonna close it down, man.
Thanks, man.
Did you get my number from Gio?
Yeah, I think I texted. I don't know if you.
I lost you, doggy. All right. Either way, I'll check my text messages after here. I'll shoot you a text after. All right. You heard?
Nope.
You heard me? I said I'll shoot you my text message afterwards. All right. Anyhow, guys, thanks for joining us, Brandon the Bookie and me. I'm going to be at the Dolphins game, everybody. Come by and see me. Come get a bumper sticker. I got a bunch of free bumper stickers for anyone who wants them.
Man.
Show some love. We're going to do good. We're going to be hopefully whipping those. Oh, wait, hold on. Here goes Batman. Yeah, Batman. I'm going to text you after this.
Okay.
And make sure you have my number and stuff like that. And we'll holler and we'll definitely link up at the game, man, for certain.
Perfect. Thanks, Chris, for having me, and thanks, Brandon. Appreciate you guys.
Absolutely,
great show, and I'll catch up with you guys.
Yeah, thanks, brother. I will. Later, man. But yeah, guys, please come by, meet up, have a beer if you want, have a hot dog, have nothing, and just say hi. Either way, it's all about that. We're gonna, poke fun at the Jets fans, but not too much. We'll take it easy on them. They've let's not try to get fisticuffs with the Jet fans. We're trying to show some love, guys. So we'll have some fun.
Keep it classy.
Keep it classy, San Diego.
Keep it classy.
All right, guys. This is the tailgate party that never stops. I'm El Capitan. Got Brandon the Bookie. We'll catch you guys next time. And be sure to keep your eyes peeled for the Friday episode. We'll go over all our bets. We should do, I don't know, maybe we'll, if any breaking news comes up, we'll try to get on. Either way,
Yep.
follow us on Twitter, Facebook, everything. I'm still trying to figure out the iTunes thing. I'll get it worked out. But all right, guys, thanks for having.